Why renting is not always throwing money away. Most people grow up hearing the same financial advice repeated by parents, relatives, and society, which is that renting is throwing money away and buying a home is always the smartest financial decision any person can ever make. But this widely repeated belief is not always true, and for millions of ordinary people in ordinary financial situations, renting is actually the smarter and more profitable financial choice, depending on their specific circumstances. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly when renting makes more financial sense than buying, and why the people telling you renting is wasting money may themselves not fully understand the real numbers. These are real stories about ordinary people who challenged the conventional wisdom about homeownership and discovered that the financial reality was very different from what they had always been told to believe. Stay with us, because the information in this video could genuinely change how you think about one of the biggest financial decisions of your entire life going forward. James was a 31-year-old software engineer who had been told his entire adult life that renting was financially irresponsible and that buying a home was the only path to genuine long-term financial stability and wealth. He saved aggressively for 3 years and purchased a $280,000 home with a 20% deposit of $56,000 and a 30-year mortgage at 6.5% interest. What James calculated before buying was his monthly mortgage payment of $1,410, which felt only slightly more than the $1,200 he had been paying in monthly rent previously. What James never calculated before buying was the full monthly cost of homeownership, which included property taxes of $320, home insurance of $140, and maintenance averaging $250 monthly. His real monthly housing cost as a homeowner was $2,120. Compared to the $1,200 he had paid as a renter, which was a difference of $920 every single month. Over the first 5 years, James paid $44,000 more than he would have paid renting, and his home had appreciated by only $18,000 in value during that same period in his local market. He did not regret buying because stability and roots mattered to him personally, but he acknowledged that the financial case for buying had been far weaker than every single person who advised him had suggested it would be. The real lesson James learned was that buying a home is not automatically a better financial decision, and that every person must honestly calculate the full cost of ownership before comparing it to the real cost of renting. Priya was a 29-year-old marketing manager who moved to a new city for a career opportunity and faced immediate pressure from family to buy rather than rent in her new location. She researched the local property market and found that a suitable apartment would cost $450,000, which would require a $90,000 deposit she did not yet have saved.
Oh.
A sayat nad anats to inside with inside about it well with that I buy it on sin when we was $1,000 she had saved into a diversified index fund portfolio instead. Over the following 7 years, her rented apartment provided her with flexibility, zero maintenance costs, zero property tax liability, and the freedom to relocate for 2 further career opportunities that significantly accelerated her income growth. Her $90,000 investment in the index fund had grown to $168,000 over 7 years at an average annual return of 9.4% during that same period. Had she bought the apartment instead, her equity after 7 years of mortgage payments at current local appreciation rates would have been approximately $112,000 after all ownership costs were accounted for honestly. Priya had built $56,000 more wealth by renting and investing than she would have built by buying the same property. and feeling the social pressure of homeownership during those 7 critical career-building years. Daniel was a 42-year-old business owner who had owned his home for 11 years and genuinely believed his property was his most important and most valuable financial asset and investment. One afternoon, his accountant sat down with him and calculated the true financial return on his home. Investment after accounting for every cost he had paid over 11 years of ownership honestly. He had paid $114,000 in mortgage interest, $38,000 in property taxes, $22,000 in insurance, and $41,000 in maintenance and renovation costs over 11 years. His total cost of homeownership over 11 years, excluding the original purchase price, was $215,000, which was money he had spent and could never recover regardless of what his property was worth. His home had appreciated from $320,000 to $490,000 over 11 years, which seemed impressive until the ownership costs were honestly subtracted from the appreciation gain. The net financial gain after subtracting all costs from the appreciation was only $55,000 over 11 years, which worked out to a real annual return of approximately 1.6% on his original investment. A comparable investment in a diversified index fund over the same 11-year period would have returned an average of 9 to 10% annually, which would have produced dramatically more wealth on the same capital deployed. Daniel still valued his home deeply for personal and lifestyle reasons, but acknowledged that the financial return had been far lower than he had ever honestly calculated or been told to expect by anyone. Sofia was a 24-year-old teacher who had just started her career and felt overwhelming social pressure to buy a home as quickly as possible to prove she was making responsible adult financial decisions. She calculated that buying a modest home in her area would require a $45,000 deposit, a monthly mortgage of $1,300, plus taxes, insurance, and maintenance, totaling approximately $500 more monthly. Instead of rushing to buy, Sofia chose to rent for $1,000 per month and committed every dollar of the difference to building her deposit fund and an emergency reserve simultaneously over 3 disciplined years. By renting, she also preserved her mobility, which allowed her to accept a teaching position in a neighboring district that paid $18,000 more annually than the position she would have been anchored to as a new homeowner. After 3 years of disciplined renting and saving, Sofia had built a $72,000 deposit fund, a 6-month emergency reserve, and a significantly higher income base from which to approach homeownership on genuinely strong financial footing. She bought her home from a position of genuine financial strength rather than social pressure and immediately recognized the difference between buying because you were financially ready and buying because society told you it was time. Renting is not throwing money away any more than paying for health insurance, car insurance, or any other service that provides real value without building equity is throwing money away. Rent buys you housing, flexibility, zero maintenance, liability, zero property tax obligation, and the freedom to redirect capital into investments that may genuinely outperform local property appreciation in your specific market. The question is never simply rent versus buy, but rather what is the honest, full cost of each option in your specific market, at your specific time, with your specific financial situation and goals. Always calculate the full cost of homeownership, including mortgage interest, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, and opportunity cost of the deposit before deciding that renting is the financially inferior choice for your situation. The people who tell you renting is always throwing money away are often the same people who have never honestly calculated the full cost of the homeownership they are recommending to you. Which of these 4 stories felt most relevant to your own current housing situation and financial position right now, today? Tell me in the comments, because your answer might help someone else make a more informed and honest financial decision about one of the biggest choices of their entire life. If this video challenged what you have always been told about renting and buying, please like it and share it with someone who is currently being pressured to buy before they are genuinely financially ready. Subscribe to Sadi Money Moves for powerful real money stories and practical finance tips delivered to you every single week without fail. Turn on notifications right now so you never miss a money truth that could genuinely protect and grow your financial future going forward. This content is for educational purposes only, and results may vary based on individual personal finances and circumstances.